Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Barn Session Podcast. My name is Sammy Coakley. I'm here with my two brothers, Mike Houncho and Ludacris.
Luda!
Who are you and what have you done with my brothers?
Honcho.
Mike Houncho.
Yeah, say it real fast, Sam.
Mike Houncho.
I posed as Mike Honcho one time.
You opposed?
No, I posed as him.
Oh, posed.
He's eating ramen, so he can't talk
I'm
right.
gonna ask you questions when you're done eating.
No, did either one of you know the Mike Honcho reference?
No.
Isn't it from Talladega Nights?
Who knows it?
Yeah.
I posed as Mike Houncho once. I don't know.
Yep.
It's,
I want to know
John-
the name of Mike Honcho.
It's John C. Reilly.
Yeah, but he said a lot in that movie.
He does say a lot.
I don't remember any of it.
Well,
I wish
We got a weekend of
I wish I
wrestling to
could
look
quote
at.
the rest of it, but I can't.
No. We got a weekend of wrestling to look at in retrospect and a week of wrestling to look forward to. And we got wrestling going on literally right now as we're recording. Penn State and Rutgers are wrestling each other. And they had
Penn
fun lower
State
weight matches
is dominating.
with disappointing upper weight matches from both teams. I don't care who gave a warning ahead of time. Oh, this guy's not going to wrestle. Put your boys out there. Unless they're sick, then I understand. I'm sorry.
Penn State's deep at 74, though. Bear Claw can
he's
wrestle with the best of them.
I think he's a Swiss Army knife, though. I'm pretty sure he can wrestle all the way down to 57. I don't know.
All I
Maybe
know
only
is
65. I think I've
All
seen
I
him
know is
65.
the kid is good.
Yeah, it's good. It would be awesome if he was on another team starting, wouldn't it?
It would be sweet.
Yeah. Quit hoarding
He
all
probably wouldn't be that good,
the
though.
phenomenal. Yeah.
No, not like trying to throw any shade at Terrell Bearclaw. Just Penn State, they do that.
You giving it to his coaches and his teammates?
His coaches, who was he before? Was he that good in high school?
No,
Yeah,
I think
he
he's
beat
just a kid from Utah.
he beat Anthony Echemendia in high school. I was at the tournament.
Oh, at the
was
monster
at the-
match or whatever.
Rocky Mountain Nationals.
Yeah.
In folk style?
Yes, regardless. That's still a good win. Let's not act like that's not a good win. That's still a good win. The kid wrestled. Hey, listen. He wrestled for Kyler Sanderson.
Ah. That makes sense.
And then he went to Penn State.
That's an easy transition.
Yep.
From one to the other.
Yeah.
Is there
So know your facts before you start throwing shade at Bearclaw.
Well, I'm sorry. I apologize. Even though I still feel the same.
It
My
would be nice
feelings
if
are
he.
unchanged.
It would be nice if he found a new home now after he's
leave now.
developed.
Take all of what they've taught you and take your talents elsewhere.
Record everything. Document all of it.
Yes.
Send it to me. Yeah. Some wrestling to look at from this last weekend. The two of the biggest duels were blowouts, almost complete shutouts between Penn State and Iowa, and then Nebraska and Michigan. Do you guys have a preference to start on one or the other?
We could start with Penn State, Iowa.
Yeah, you just want to rip the Band-Aid off now, Ryan?
I was pretty much almost spot on with my predictions.
You gonna pat yourself on the back for that one?
I would have been right on, but I let you guys talk me out of the development that is Bo Bartlett. I knew Bo Bartlett was going to be this good this year, and that this is just how it goes.
It feels like we have to say less of development and more regression. Real woods.
I don't know if there's regression. Bo's clearly getting better.
But there's also 100% regression from Real Woods. 100%.
We don't know what's going on, dude. We don't know if Real's hurt. We don't know if he's been sick. We have no idea what's going on. The kid has not regressed.
The eye test is telling me that the guy that I'm watching this year and right now is different from the guy I saw last year.
Is he? Because he had close matches last year, like with Casey Swiderski and
He didn't lose, though.
Yeah, he did. He lost to Alvarez.
Who?
Or
Who?
yeah, not Alvarez. He lost to
Alirez.
Alirez. Sorry, excuse me.
He got put to his back
off of a wild exchange near the out of bounds line.
in the NCAA
while
finals.
your ref is Angel Rivera. He got the call right, to be fair. But so
Andrew
all I'm saying is
also very good.
The offense is way down south compared to what it was last
Dude,
year.
look what he did to Brock Hardy this year. I mean, dude, he's looked good this year too. He's just now in a slump.
He missed some time and he came back and looked not good against Lumley.
Yeah,
what's up with that?
Maybe why did he miss time, Reese? Was he recovering from an injury? We don't know.
That's what I'm not implying that the regression is like related to his skills or anything. I'm implying
that's what regression means. I'm talking about when you're hurt. Performance. When you're hurt, you're not. When you're hurt, you're not regress. You're not regress. You're just not 100%.
Well, that's not what I meant. I'm sorry.
That's a regression from 100% to
not
less.
Really though. Yeah, but not really though.
All right. You know what? Maybe we need to define our terms a little bit better.
He's not a worse wrestler this year than he was last year. Period.
No, but he wrestled worse against Bartlett than he did last year. That's what I think.
Bartlett's also gotten better. He's at Penn State. You guys just said it. You're in a room where
he's had close matches with guys like Cleveland Belton. That's like overtime 8-5.
He just had a let's see what his match against Rutgers was. He wrestled Max Hermes, don't know who that is, and it was 4-1.
Bo has close matches. Dude, all right. Bo hasn't lost this year.
Bo hasn't lost.
He's gotten better.
Bottom line, Bo is undefeated. I agree that Bo has gotten better.
He knows how to win the close matches, finds ways to win those close matches, unlike last year where he would drop some of those, right?
No, he lost to Hardy and Woods last year. Isn't that it? And Alirez.
Did he lose to Hardy?
He lost to Hardy in a weird match, and he got the match. He won. He beat him later, I believe.
Okay.
But he only lost to Studs last year.
Right. Bo's definitely better. Bo's better. I think Woods is. You know what, Ryan? We'll go with what you said. Woods is in a slump right now. But I think if we see that match at Big Tens later this year, that it's probably different.
Yeah.
And I could be eating my words. We'll see. What else from that duel?
I picked Ayala and Kasak to both win.
Kasak didn't win.
I meant Rathjen. I meant Rathjen.
Yeah.
I picked Ayala and Rathjen to both win.
Man, he showed things. He showed two different things that I wasn't expecting out of him, which was
Ratchy.
Immediate offense, and then he blew it to send it into overtime, and then he still had something left in the tank. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect any of those things to happen, except for the comeback. The comeback felt like it was going to happen with Kasak. I was like, oh no, we've lost all momentum for the Hawkeyes, and then he pulled it back. I thought it looked good.
I was surprised to see Ben Keeter out there. I did not think they'd throw Ben Keeter out there.
I was listening to the guys on Flow, and they were suggesting the idea that they are getting Ben Keeter matches while preserving Bradley Hill's record.
What's that going to help?
I don't know, the postseason.
Okay.
It was a theory. I don't know. I didn't expect to see Keeter because I was like, he's gonna get.
Sounds like a dumb theory.
Okay.
You want to get your guys better for the postseason, you get them matches. They need experience.
Sounds like anti-Iowa propaganda.
Yeah, it does. Honestly, it just holding guys out to preserve the record.
I'm sorry, I put a theory out there.
I'm not saying you're nothing wrong with you. I'm just saying I don't follow the Flow guys.
I don't know.
I don't even know who they are.
I think one of them's name is Caleb.
Yeah.
Or something like that. What about Brooks and Starachi? How do we feel about them?
I actually the Glazer match with Brooks went pretty much exactly how I thought it was going to. I didn't think Brooks would blow, the doors off him. I kind of figured it was going to be a 1 or 2 takedown match.
Interesting.
Well, Zach's wrestling well,
He's for real.
I agree. I didn't. Is this Aaron Brooks' only match that hasn't been bonus points?
I think it might be.
The
Yeah,
bonus
and
like that's Smith.
Yeah, and I wasn't expecting Zach Glazer to be the person to do that, but he is stingy. He's tough for sure. So
Glazer might be the second. Glazer might be the second best kid at the weight.
Ooh,
No, I forgot about Trent Hidley.
And Michael Beard.
Glazer can beat Beard.
I think there's a lot of Tanner Sloan and Buchanan. I think are the 3 and 4 at that weight.
I think Glazer beats both those guys too.
Ooh,
wow.
Come on now.
Wow.
Dude, Sloan has not. I mean, other than his Buchanan win, he's taken some weird losses this year.
And I think Buchanan is hurt, is what people are saying from his match against Sloan. So
that would make sense.
But
I could see Zach Glazer in the top 4.
The best win that Glazer's had this year was his major over Silas.
I'll give him no higher than 5th, just to spite you.
I'm with Reese, but minus the spite. I'm not gonna do it out of spite. I think he's not gonna touch Hidley, and I think guys like Sloan, Elam, Cardenas, Beard, and Buchanan. That's a lot of tough hammers to take down.
It's hammer time.
Hammer time. And
197. Let's be real here. It could go.
Yeah, it's 197.
20 different ways.
Strachey, I don't know whether to buy into how much to buy into how tired he got. I don't know what you guys think from that.
He got tired?
If it was just because of how offensive he was. I don't know if you guys watched the match.
He majored the kid, didn't he? He majored Kennedy.
Yeah.
13-5, yeah. But I mean, he got Kennedy in the third period was pushing him around, which I would not have expected from a guy who's basically a weight class below him.
Maybe Carter didn't wrestle tonight, so maybe there was a little bit of sickness there still. Maybe he's still coming off that.
Yeah, I think you're right. But also, either the sickness is affecting Carter that much, or Patrick Kennedy, which I think he is like uncanny how strong he is.
Yeah, he's got a good. I mean, now that he's kind of figured out how to wrestle the weight class, his tank is better than it was when he wrestled MJ Gaitan.
Oh my goodness! I hope it's better because that stuff was rough. But yeah, and then you have your ugly matches at 57 and 65, and man, I mean, I saw the line on social media for the duel to be like Penn State win by 20 plus, and I was like, I don't know if I can buy
21.
that.
It was 21.
Yeah.
They were plus 21. Or no, they were minus 21. Iowa was plus 21.
Right. And I mean, they cleared it.
That means
which
it's
is crazy.
Is it?
I don't know. I didn't expect Levi Haynes to beat Jared Franek 12-0.
Most people only had him winning 2 or 3 matches. Most previews.
Right.
There are some previews out there that had
going to reset.
Okay. Anyway, there were most outlets that were or some outlets, that were predicting maybe Franek will win or maybe Caliendo can win, which I didn't buy into.
Right.
The Franek one, I was like, yeah, maybe I could see it just because Levi, has looked kind of off in some matches, but I still thought he was going to win that match.
I mean, 12-0, and Franek didn't score a single point. That's bad.
Yeah.
And the other thing that people were talking about from that match was the potentially dangerous. Do you have any thoughts or feelings about that?
Yeah, it's dumb that people think that that's a PD.
Yeah,
it's dumb. And then there's people
what are you guys talking
about. They called potentially dangerous on during the Franek Haynes match because Haynes pulled that leg out as he was trying to go behind. which people are like,
He's running.
oh, you can hurt the guy's knee. No, it doesn't even really. If you've ever wrestled before and had that done to you, it doesn't even really hurt your knee. It mostly affects your hip.
It's kind of a nice stretch.
Yeah, it's like if as long as you're not like yanking on it, like in a fast jerking motion, like it's not really going to hurt you. It's going to make you
No.
uncomfortable.
Right.
Yeah, it's just, and there are people on there on Twitter or like Willie was on there like, dude, guys, this is not a PD, and there were people arguing with him, like they're like, oh, the brain thinks like the brain does know. I mean, anyone who's ever wrestled at a high level at any time, whether it's high school, college, whatever, and that's not, it doesn't really hurt you that bad.
Yeah, and this kind of leads into like a thing that I've kind of been upset about and I've thrown a fit about more than once, is because a lot of people talk about, well, the ref's main priority is to keep the athletes healthy through the entire match. Yes, but also, and this kind of goes beyond this exact exchange, but if wrestler A takes a shot on wrestler B and wrestler B goes rubber knee, right, or some ridiculous position, they put themselves in a potentially dangerous position, you have to give that position, that situation, time.
Yeah.
Because they put themselves there. And so it's nonsense, and it's kind of a loophole in the system for a wrestler to put themselves in a potentially dangerous position to stop the match.
Yep.
Right? This I saw this happen between Sammy Sasso and Graham Rooks. It happened, I think, 4 times in their match because Graham Brooks kept getting in on the shot, and Sasso would just dislocate his leg to defend. And yeah, let him wrestle. That's all it ever comes down to. Let him wrestle.
Yep. I mean, yeah, people. That Corby dude, whatever his name is, he was one of the guys complaining. Oh, it's PD, it's PD all day. It's PD. It's like, whatever, guy.
Yeah. I disagree. And final thoughts on Penn State, Iowa.
Penn State looks dominant. I would love to see a Penn State Oklahoma State duel.
Yep. I'm looking forward to the winner of this next duel that we're talking about and seeing how they get to do against Penn State. Nebraska and Michigan. I don't know how many people had this match or had this duel going the way it went, but it was ugly. It was about as ugly as the one we just talked about.
Nebraska just, won the close ones.
Yeah.
Ragusin didn't look great.
Dude, he looked tired.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
fighting some sickness, man. I think it's just that time of the year. So anytime I see guys like that, I'm like, maybe he's probably fighting some sickness.
Yeah. He's also, do you think he's big for 133?
He's a big boy.
I think he's perfect 33 size.
Okay. I don't know. His frame is big, but maybe I'm crazy. Maybe he's not having a hard time with it. I know 25 sucked for him, but that's 125. This is 133.
Mm-hmm.
To get into that match a little bit more, because I don't know if you guys saw the exchange exactly. There was 8 seconds left in the third period. It was tied 2-2, and I think Ragusin had 54 seconds of riding time. So all he has to do on an 8-second restart is just ride the kid out. 8 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Pressure, drop down to a leg.
Sure.
That's it. Right? And Van D comes up to his feet, and then as he's getting, the weight off his hands, just rolls forward and gets out of it. And Ragusin doesn't really do make any real effort to kind of stay on top of him. And Van D gets away, and then Ragusin just kind of stands there. And he's just like, I lost the match. I'm tired.
I mean, the kid got away. There was only 3 seconds left in the match.
Right. Even after the match, he dropped down to a knee. I think you're right. He looked very tired and maybe sick. Probably sick.
Yeah. Yep.
And before that, Smith beat DiAgostino, just more cannibalism at 125 pounds.
Eat each other.
Dude, it was a nightmare. I mean, DiAgostino had the match. in good hands. He was in good shape to win it. He was up 4-1 at the start of the third period, and he got reversed right to his back. Lost 8-5. Just
Yeah, that'll happen.
I have no idea what to think of 125 or where it's going to go or anything.
Oh, here's the best thing: you just don't think about it.
Right. You just
And
ride the
You
enjoy
wave.
should
ride.
accept Jacob Camacho as your winner,
I
your champion.
Dude, I don't even know if we're going to see Jacob Camacho for the rest
Yeah,
of the
I
year.
told you it's gonna be Trombley.
But I don't know why.
They would have said something if he wasn't going to wrestle.
I
You
guess.
think? Why? Why do they have to say anything?
This is Jacob Camacho.
Yeah, but it's also
It's
Jarrett
Jacob
Trombley.
Camacho.
You know, Jarrett Trombley and Jacob Camacho both have the same amount of All-American finishes at the NCAA.
Wow.
Let's
So,
see.
really, is there really much of a difference between the two, Reese?
How many All-Americans is that? Is it 0?
It's 0.
Correct.
Damn. Oh, actually, Camacho did wrestle. He wrestled 3 days ago at the Virginia duel. He won by tech fall.
He's back.
Damn it.
Over Kyle Monteperto.
Ooh.
Monteperto.
I'm
Hang on.
pumped
Yeah,
now.
Monteperto. So, I don't know.
He's
I don't
back
know
from the
what his deal
lab.
is. He also wrestled at the Appalachian Open late January and beat 2 of his teammates.
He had to just get up in the lab, figure some stuff out, so do some schematics,
Do some schematics.
Look at my schematics.
some potions, schematics, and
Well, 141, Brock Hardy got the win over Lemley. Good for Brock Hardy. Lemley's right there. That's that.
That was a fun match.
It was. But 149, I feel like people are kind of blowing this result a little out of proportion. Because at the very beginning of this match, Austin Gomez gets into an upper body tie and goes yard, right? He goes for broke on Ridge Lovett. He gets taken down, and then Ridge Lovett on top gets a wrist tilt and tilts him up, and he's up 7-0 in the first 30 seconds, right? Ridge Lovett won the match by 7 points.
Right.
So you can kind of just take that and say, okay, take that exchange out, and the match is tied, right?
Yeah.
So people are like, man, Ridge Lovett looked great. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. He did. I mean, he capitalized. He did what he needed to do to win and win big. But Austin Gomez is still right there.
Yeah, you just gotta not give up that turn.
Yeah.
But I mean, I still have faith that Austin Gomez will be the guy at the top of the podium at the end of the year.
Maybe. I don't know if he can string it all together for a full tournament, but we'll see. I think I'm gonna ride with Austin Gomez.
Yeah.
At
Ride.
157, we had a Will Luwan match, but he lost it. And hey, that happens sometimes. You live and die by the sword, right?
Yes.
what a dull sword.
It's more like a round spear or a poking
like
stick.
A stick. Yeah.
Oh, that's so mean.
It's dude, it's honest. It really is.
He knows who
Because-
he is.
Peyton Robb had a good plan of just pushing the pace for the match to get 2 stall calls and win by 1 point. And Will Luwan didn't try and score until he was losing. It's just, I don't know. It's frustrating. And you basically saw more of that in the next match at 165. It's just
I heard
very
I heard
slow.
Taylor made Amin look not boring. He was that.
3-2
He was that.
right outs.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what
I
I'm
get
saying?
what you mean. I'm with
Yeah.
you now.
I heard Taylor did less wrestling than Cameron Amin.
which is an accomplishment. It's a
Yeah.
feat. Yeah.
It's tough to do.
He won the match. Put in Mantanona.
Okay. I don't want to do that.
Put in Mantanona.
This is his last year, right?
Yeah, it's Amin's last year. It's Will Lewan's last year. Michigan currently has 1, 2, 3.
Amin doesn't have another year.
4, 5. Maybe he does have another year.
You might.
Well, what's Mantanona gonna do? 57?
Could be 74. Is the word.
I guess. I think Nebraska or Michigan has 5 starters, maybe 6 starters right now that are all graduating. Not including Cam Amin, because he actually might be a junior. I'm not sure.
I'm looking. Let me look.
But they're losing Davison, Griffith.
Let me
think
cook.
They're losing Bobby Strigow. I don't know.
Let me cook.
D'Agostino, Austin Gomez, and Will Lewan. All gone.
That was a lot of people you just named off.
It's going to be an empty team next year.
Yep. Amin has 1 more year.
They'll still be pretty good next year, though.
Do you think so? I mean, they have had some good recruiting teams or recruiting classes. So you're right. But yeah, the rest of the duel was so-so. Shane Griffith beat Bubba Wilson 1-0. Solid match for Bubba, but got to find a way to get a win there.
What? I mean,
What?
1-0? Seriously?
Yes, 1-0. Yes.
After he just absolutely annihilated Kennedy?
I think he wrestles to his opponent's openness.
Dude, he only annihilated Kennedy because he got a turn, and then Kennedy had to attack, and he was like, all right,
Exactly.
I'm just going to fucking... Oh, sorry. I'm going to eat your ankles.
No cussing here. Family friendly.
It's like, give me them ankles, boy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is Kennedy had to open up, and Shane Griffith said, "I'll walk right in. Thank you for letting me into your house. I live here now.
My house. My rules."
So that sets up a fun and I think interesting duel for this week. I think it's this week. Actually, I guess I don't even know if it's happening, but I think it is
I
happening.
didn't know
Nebraska
they
and Penn
dueled at
State.
all.
Gosh. Well, now I might look stupid.
Not hard to do.
Shut up. You're mean.
That would mean like Penn State hit all of the... They hit all the
top
teams,
ones.
basically, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think the next one would have been like Minnesota.
I think... Didn't they duel Minnesota? They didn't? No, they
Not
didn't.
this year.
I don't think they did. Scrolling. Yep, Nebraska at Penn State on February 18th. So 6 days from now.
Interesting.
Yep.
Indubitably.
Hmm.
And then they finish it off. And then they finish it off with Edinburgh.
Penn State
King
does.
of Kings.
Yes.
Well-
It's like Alabama, going against a terrible mid-major football team.
Man. Oh my goodness. All right. So let's take a sidetrack here for a little bit. Penn State and Rutgers are wrestling right now. And to give the
That
short
duel's not
narrow-
over yet?
It's over now.
No.
Yaroslav. Tell me Yaroslav did something.
Yaroslav lost to the backup.
Oh, he did do something.
So Penn State had 2 backups in. They had a backup in at 174 against Jackson Turley. Terrell Bearclaw, he won, right? And Lucas Cochran beat Yaroslav Slavikowski 8-3. What happened? Yaroslav's top 10. Jackson Turley's
I don't know.
16th.
I was about to say should have stayed at Harvard, but I don't think that was an option. So,
No, he was graduating. He has his degree.
so let me ask you this though, Sammy.
Okay.
What if you don't declare to graduate? What if you're like, I'm going to stick around and try and get another some different credits this last year here?
I think so. I think something about the being on pace to graduate thing determining your eligibility.
You're right. I forgot
Kind of
about
messes
that.
it up.
I always forget about that.
You need to know these things, Ryan. You're a coach.
No, I mean yes, but also yes, but also like I don't have. It's not something I have to think about all the time. So
That's fair. That's fair.
and I also went to a Division II school where that's not really a thing. So
Right. It's very rarely a thing that any schools have to worry about unless they're dealing with a Ferrari. Looking at the other results from this duel, just quickly, Braden Davis beat Dean Peterson in sudden victory. Apparently, Dean Peterson got screwed over.
I don't know. That's just what the people on the Twitter are saying.
Is Jagger saying that?
I actually haven't seen any Jagger tweets.
Okay. Dylan Shaver upset Aaron Nagao in sudden victory, 9-6. That sounds like an awesome, fun match. Bo Bartlett won. Kasak won 7-5. That's a good match. Michael Chet is going to be good for Rutgers. Haynes got the pin. Mesenbrink got the tech. It was an ugly duel. 35-3. Penn State beat Rutgers. Which is, man, they're just good this year.
Yeah, you can even hate on them for throwing backups in when their backups win.
Dude, yeah. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
It's just insane to watch. Man. Looking at, what did I want to look at here? Oh, because the next duel that was on my list was North Carolina and Pittsburgh. North Carolina beat Pittsburgh 22-12. I didn't expect them to put them down like that. Pitzer didn't wrestle, and I think
I think that was it, right?
Huh? Yeah, I think that was the only one.
Yeah.
Like Spencer Moore got an upset over Camacho. Derek Guanajuato, I think he's one of the Eloy boys, right? He beat Vincent Santaniello. But then, so 141, Cole Matthews beats Lachlan McNeil, and we got to talk about 141 and Cole Matthews in the ACCs because I don't understand it. It's upside down.
Cole Matthews embraces chaos, and I love it.
Cole Matthews at the beginning of this year, we were seeing results that was like, is this guy going to qualify? Those were the kind of results that he was having from my perspective.
Cole Matthews, it was never a doubt in my mind. He just believes in that sweet, beautiful process.
So at one point, his record was 4-7 with losses to Cal Miller. That's okay. Brennan Van Hock, Anthony Echemendia, Vince Cornella, Danny Pacina, another one at Cal Miller, and Josh Coderhan.
Only one of those is like a loss. That's like meh.
Yeah.
Echemendia, not a bad loss. Cornella, not a bad loss. Cal Miller, not a bad loss. Cal Miller, not a bad loss.
Coderhan's fine.
Coderhan's
the Van Hock one that's like the Van Hock one is like, whoa, what's happening here? Since then he's lost to Wyatt Henson and Tegan Jameson. Those are fine. Those are fine losses.
I don't know about Wyatt Henson, but
Wyatt Henson is 12th right now. I don't know about 12th, but he's up there.
Is he up there? Okay, my bad, Wyatt.
Yeah,
I was not familiar with your game.
Yeah,
his game is for real.
Since then, or at some point in the middle of that, actually, he beat Jesse Mendez, which was everybody saw that and was like, "What the heck?" Right?
Not me. I knew you had it in you, Cole.
He has beaten Ryan Jack, which we should have known was going to happen because he's undefeated. He is 5-0 against Ryan Jack in college. That's crazy.
That's hilarious.
He's got his number. Speaking of people who have people's numbers, Ryan Jack beat Lachlan McNeil this year, and so did Cole Matthews. So Lachlan McNeil, who took 4th last year at Nationals, and everybody was expecting to be the top guy at 141 in the ACCs, is now
the 3 seed,
maybe the 4th seed because Tom Crook, I think, has beat Ryan Jack, I believe. So I don't know if they're going to duel each other and if that's going to give us an odd result or whatever's going to happen there. But the weight class is all upside down.
Do they duel each other?
I would assume they do. It's a small conference, and you got. I would assume that they do. So, but maybe they don't. I don't know. I just
good weight.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that result, and I was like, Cole Matthews has been so strange because at one point last year he was ranked number 1 in the country, And at one point this year, we were wondering if he was going to qualify. Or I was wondering it. So
Yeah, Sammy, that's because you're too wrapped up in the stats, man.
the stats determine qualification.
See, there you go with the stats talk. That's your first mistake.
Not always, Sammy, because all you have to do is have one good one good conference tournament, and the stats don't even matter after that.
You're right. But most of the time, a majority of the time, the stats determine your results at conferences.
Shout out Jesse Thilke, qualified for NCAA's with a losing record, I believe.
Hell yeah. We love that.
Because he said the stats don't matter.
Don't act like you love that, Sammy. You hated it.
What? Huh?
Just destroying your precious stats.
No. I will let my stats go down the drain for my brother Jesse Thilke.
They already dueled.
Your stats.
They already dueled.
They already dueled?
Virginia Tech and North Carolina. It's already happened. I'm looking at it.
What was the result?
I'm trying to find.
Tell us about it.
Trying to get to the recap
Tom
now.
Crook beat him. Tom Crook beat Lachlan McNeil.
Nice.
McNeil, the 4th seed.
Maybe Crook did not beat. Ryan Jack. Maybe I made that one up.
Doesn't even have his stats right.
Shut up.
And he's the stats guy.
Guys, come on. I don't know. Ryan Jack's only losses this year. He's got 3 losses. 2 of them are to Jesse Mendez, and 1 is to
Cole.
who am I looking at right now?
Cole Matthews.
But yeah, that too. And Tom Crook's also only got 3 losses this year, but they're a little worse. Ty Waters.
Ty Waters is not a bad loss.
Let me finish. Ty Waters, Vince Cornella, and Cross Wasilewski from
Cross has had a pretty good year.
Right. He's just not starting because he's red shirting or gray shirting.
I thought he was starting for Ryder.
No. That's a different. You're thinking okay, different person. It's a different person. His name was like Washleski, I think, is what his name is.
Whoops.
Yeah. So, Cross is a freshman who is wrestling under the PRTC, and he is 18-3 this year. His losses have been Kanan Webster, Corbin Munson, and Shannon Hanna. But enough of the stats. I just had to get my piece out there about 141 because it's a little chaotic, but it's kind of fun.
Yeah. Excellent.
Looking at the list of upsets in front of me, I have to give a shout out to one Jace Kelzer taking out Derek Cardinal from South Dakota State. We love to see it.
Look what I'm wearing.
Boomer Sooner.
Oh, you baby.
Who's that guy that you guys don't
quiet.
Okay.
You don't talk about that guy.
Who? What?
Yeah.
What?
Nobody. Don't worry.
What do we know? Oh, you're talking about big. What? This guy.
I'm sorry, Reese.
Dad's calling me. He knows what I'm doing right now. Hello?
Why is he answering?
What?
Yes.
You shouldn't have answered.
What now?
Yes, answer. Why not answer?
For who? Oh, I already knew that. I told you I already knew that.
Anyway.
Yes, I did.
We got some.
So I said we
results.
said I told you it was. No, I already knew it. Pretty much. So, but I gotta go. I'm podcasting. Nice. Right.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
I love you. Say it.
What?
He's a goofball, Dad.
Well, what did he say?
Yeah, he is.
I can't talk about it on the air.
Oh, lame.
Good. No, good.
This guy's got all the secrets.
I'll tell you about it
Look
later.
at that.
The people want to know.
I don't. I'm good. We can talk about it later.
Some
speak
junior
for the
college
people.
some junior college wrestlers couldn't wrestle this weekend because they were naughty.
Oh.
Let's put it that way.
Those naughty.
Misbehaving.
They
Dare
were
we say
bad, bad, naughty,
it?
naughty.
Should we out the school?
No, we're good. Said enough.
157, Ryder Downey took out Cody Chittum. I think this is Chittum's first match back in a while. But Ryder Downey's a gamer. He's good. And in that same duel, Anthony Echemendia took out Cale Happel with a sick, nasty belly-to-belly salto, right? Wasn't that what it was?
Happened? Is that what
Did you
happened?
not see the clip?
Double
Dude, he put him on
overs.
his head.
I didn't see it.
Yeah. No, I think it was a body lock.
Saw nothing.
Oh,
Not a
that's
salto.
not a salto.
Just a belly-to-belly. Yeah. I forget my terms.
Salto is double
Apologize.
over straight back.
I apologize.
I one time saw Dap break this kid's elbows, both elbows, doing a salto.
No way.
Yes,
Do you
at Southern
remember-
Plains. It was gruesome.
Do you remember going to the Junior World Greco duels out in California and
Yes.
2 years straight with two different wrestlers wrestling the same guy from somewhere over in Europe? This guy high dives for a body lock and then throws him over his own head, and both of our wrestlers post out in 2 separate years and both dislocate their elbows.
Cameron Frame, Ethan Karsten.
Just a shame. Just brutal to watch.
I had to go to the hospital, the same hospital twice for the same injury.
Yeah,
for two different
And
guys.
it was the first match for both of them both years. What a nightmare.
Same weight class?
Same weight class, I'm pretty sure. 'Cause
Are
I
we
believe
sure it was the same guy though?
I mean, he was blonde-haired, blue-eyed, but he was also from like Sweden or wherever, so maybe it wasn't.
I don't think it was. I think we thought it was, and then we found out it wasn't.
I can't remember. All I can remember is that Clay wrestled some defected Russian who was just a monster. Do you remember that? You don't remember this just wall of muscle that Clay wrestled?
I just remember a
What are
referee.
you
I just
talking
remember
about?
a referee told me he was going to punch my teeth out of my face one time.
At that tournament?
Yes, during Christian Lance's match.
Oh my goodness. What a nightmare. I don't remember that at all.
I'm cool with that guy now.
Good.
We
I
see
do
each other
remember
at Fargo and we laugh about it.
what duel, who were we wrestling when Dylan Prince and Dylan Service were like on the verge of fighting the foreign team, and Robbie Smith had to get in our corner to like corral the masses.
No. Robbie Smith got in our corner and made things worse. He was like, "This is what you say. Say this to push their buttons." And we were like, "Robbie Smith says it, we do it."
Right.
Robbie Smith did not come over there to make things better. He was like, "Yeah, I want to be part of the chaos."
But it did make it better because he was like, we were in his backyard. So everybody was like, all right, this is cool. We're good now. These aren't just some hillbillies from Kansas.
We were the only
Robbie Smith was in
team.
their
We were the
corner.
only team that beat that team that year too.
Yeah, we were the underdogs. The
We
real
won.
underdogs.
We won that duel. We threw a wrench into everything. We almost won the whole tournament because of that.
Hell yeah.
That's a fun trip.
That was
I
a fun
miss it.
trip. Fun trip.
R.I.P. Coach Halverson.
Rest in peace. I don't know if San Francisco would be as much fun anymore. Unfortunately.
What are you referring to, Sammy?
I've seen some videos online lately, man. It does not look like a fun place.
Come on, Sammy. Tell us why.
I wouldn't want to be a store owner in downtown San Francisco right now, having to handle people out front of my store.
I don't understand what you're trying to say.
That's all I'm gonna say. So
Sammy doesn't like them looters.
Oh, come on, Sammy. Don't get political.
it just looks. You want to talk about your list, Mister?
There's nothing political about that. It's just the truth.
Oh,
This little thing
goodness.
called Truth.
Oh, okay.
You ever heard of it?
Well, tell me more about your truth, sir.
My truth? You want to hear about my truth?
No.
I don't know if I want to.
You want me to
No.
talk about my truth here?
No.
No, never mind.
Wow, okay.
Unless you
Tease
want
the
to talk
audience
about
like
it.
that.
All right.
I think the audience wants to hear.
I want to talk about wrestling, particularly what we've got coming up. We just talked about Penn State Rutgers. That's happened. It's over. And it was ugly.
What are we talking
Some
about?
other
We've
duels.
been talking about Rutgers this whole time.
Sammy wants to talk
Yeah.
about Penn State, Nebraska.
Penn
Oh,
State,
yeah, let's talk
Nebraska is
about that.
coming up. We also talked about that. It's coming up. I think it's going to be a
We
good
haven't
duel.
talked about it, though.
Yeah, we didn't really touch on it.
Do you guys want to get in depth on it?
When else?
There's a lot of good matches. 25 is going to be a good match. 30. I mean, Van D. Who knows? Van D. might.
Yep. Van D's coming off a big win. Nagau's coming off a loss. You never know.
You never know. 41.
Van D
Brock,
is game.
Brock Hardy has beaten Bo Bartlett before. We talked about that.
49 Ridge Lovett.
Ridge Lovett, K-Sac. It's a big
Big
test.
time.
Big test for K-Sac, and it's at the BJC.
What do you do?
Robin.
Okay. Yeah. If Nebraska has and it's a very possible, it's not necessarily realistic, but it's very possible for Nebraska to win the first 5 matches. And then it gets ugly. Then it gets ugly after that.
It's just gonna be hard. It will be hard for them to do that.
Has that ever happened in the history of Penn State since the Kale era? Have they ever lost the first 5 matches?
Maybe. I don't know.
I'd have to go back and look at 2015.
I don't have the stats for that.
There's just no way. No way. Not even in 2015. I can't see it.
It's at Rec Hall, so you're probably right. Okay, but even just 4 of the first 5 matches, right? Say that Penn State wins 33, right? Because I think Peyton Robb, Levi Haynes is a great match.
Same.
And I think Nebraska should
Robb.
win 49. It's going to be tough for them to win 41, and 25 is a freaking toss-up. You just never know.
Who's going to show up? This Caleb Smith or that Caleb Smith?
Right. So
I'm giving if it's a close match. If it's a close match, I'm giving the edge to the Penn State guys just because it's at.
Is that Rec Hall?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, after that, the upper weights get kind of tough. I think Mesenbrink probably puts the pace on Taylor and gets bonus. Starachi, who?
Bubba.
Who? Bubba. Yep, that's not a good one. That's a tough one to see.
Pinto Truex, that'll be a good one.
Unless Bubba Wilson throws off that headlock.
Sammy, he didn't even get the headlock. I don't know why you keep talking about the headlock.
Dude, he's got a good headlock.
But he didn't get it in that one time you're talking about. I feel like you're referencing
Ed Ruth. Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I can mention another time he was wrestling Derek Gilcher this summer, and he freaking sent him, which was cool and tough to see. So it happens. It's possible. He can do it. Can he do it against Carter Starachi? Probably not, but not going to rule it out. But yeah, Pinto Truex will be good. Or yes, Pinto Truex. I think. Brooks...
Man, I'm telling you what. Sorry, I'm just looking at this the Penn State schedule. I didn't realize that the duel tonight was at the BJC.
Yeah.
Now, no way is Carter Starachi not wrestling next year. There's no way he's missing the BJC duel for his senior year. No way. Or his last year of wrestling. He's coming back next year.
Do they only have one BJC duel?
Looks like it. Yep. Lehigh, Rec Hall, Hofstra, Rec Hall, Indiana, Rec Hall, Ohio State, Rec Hall, Rutgers, BJC, Nebraska, Rec Hall,
yeah.
Edinburgh, Rec Hall.
Do they do like a senior night thing where you see like, oh, these are our guys. This is their last year.
Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Oh. So we'll know then, I'm guessing, kind of, but not really. That's not deterministic, but we'll kind of know from that. Man, I don't know. I
I think he comes back for sure.
I don't even know.
Oh
I
yeah.
have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Stop it. Ooh, Cornell, NC State.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Juicy.
That's a good one.
Juicy.
Gross. That'll be a fun one.
What?
You're disgusting.
I was
You are
not.
gross.
I was quoting Jack Black. Actually,
It was your eyes, though, Reese.
you can't even see my eyes.
I can see them perfectly fine, especially when you say juicy like that. For those of you that can't see, which none of you can, he also licked his lips. It was weird.
I did not lick my lips.
He licked his
Enough
lips.
detail. Enough detail. We're done. Pittsburgh, Virginia Tech. That'll be good. Be a solid one. But your big ones are definitely Nebraska, Penn State, Cornell, NC State. I don't know if we have a Big 12 duel to really to chew on here. We've got
When's
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma
We've got
State?
Bedlam. Oklahoma State, Oklahoma. But South Dakota State, Missouri. That's
That's a good duel.
Is it?
Why wouldn't it be?
We got Elam Sloan.
Tanner Jordan and
Swenson and what's his name? Mahler.
Tanner Jordan and Certain. Speaking of Missouri, is Cade Moore going to come back or not? People are saying he is. Some people are saying he's not. I saw those pictures that you sent, Sammy, and I was like, no way.
He's not coming back until conferences at the earliest. For people that don't
Kate
know,
DeVos,
just
Peyton Mako.
just to give a quick explanation. He got in a fight and somebody threw a glass bong at him. And
A sharp object.
Yeah, messed up his
Talking
shoulder and
about
his
bongs
face.
on here, dude.
Brother, there's no way they threw that at him, though. They had to have been smacking him with it.
I don't know. I've never seen someone get hit with a glass object, so I can't say for sure. I'm not a true crime detective, Ryan. But I mean, at the earliest, he comes back at conferences. I don't see him anytime sooner than that. That's what I.
He'll be back.
But yeah, I guess you're right, Reese. South Dakota State, Missouri will be good. I just I wrote it off, I guess, because South Dakota State got smashed by Oklahoma State, but Oklahoma State's really good.
They've smashed a lot of teams.
Yep. Yes, they have.
Will they do it to Iowa?
Can we whiteboard
When's
that one?
duel? Is that next week? I would love to whiteboard that one. Is that the last week?
We've got to have a different name for it, though.
We need to
dry erase board war.
We need to
a dry erase board duel. Dry erase duel.
Ah!
That's like one of the last duels of the season.
It always is.
Army and American is last, but that's okay. That's okay. That'll be a good one. I had one more thing, but I can't remember what it was.
You should write that stuff down, Sam.
Oh, now I remember. Who do we expect to get booted at the end of the year?
Booted?
Who's on the hot seat? Is that what you're asking?
Who's on the hot seat?
I don't know. There's a lot of talk about Tom Brands being on the hot seat. I don't see it.
No. First name that came to my head was Tom Brands.
I don't get it. I'm not with it.
I mean, there's a standard.
I'll say this about Tom Brands. He is, and we talked about this. I talked about this with Dad. He's really good at making like average-ish guys into good wrestlers, but he is not good at making them great.
That's true.
At least not with this like generation of talent, dude. Because he did a fine job in the early, in his early career at Iowa.
Yeah.
You look at Metcalf. You look at Jay
Borschel,
Gilman, Corey Clark. Yeah. Yeah,
randomly.
it's just different.
I heard this phrase. I heard this phrase at some point earlier today, and the guy said, "You win the playoffs at the draft." And I've thought about Iowa's recruiting teams or recruiting classes, and they probably could be better.
I
Right?
don't know. I think you could. I don't know. I don't know.
And like transfers are good and all, but they always kind of seem to have a hard time fitting. A big exception has been Mesenbrink, right? He was more Penn State than you know. It made way more sense for him to go there than anywhere else.
Lugo got better when he went to Iowa.
That's true. That's a good example, right? I don't feel like Franek and Caliendo have really,
They're
meshed
way
well.
too. I mean, it's way well. Not Caliendo, I guess. He's only a sophomore, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But Franek, I mean, he is who he is.
And yeah, that's fair.
Kind of the same
I
with
don't know.
Bernie.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bernie and Nagao, like they don't really like they don't
Nagao, yeah.
He
Nagao.
doesn't fit the Penn State
no.
mold.
No. So I think if Iowa is able to get better recruits, which is just going to be a struggle for anybody who doesn't have the name Penn State or copious amounts of money, like way too much money, which is going to be schools like Ohio State and Michigan. So
Man,
you're up against that.
Sammy, you're right. Like looking at the big board or whatever, the recruiting class.
Yeah.
Iowa just their highest recruit is not. I mean, yeah, they don't have anyone in the top 30.
It's going to be hard when your baseline is
Oh,
that.
I mean, they have Angelo Ferrari. That was the only one.
I was going to say, that doesn't make sense.
They do have so and when you're pouring all your energy into getting three guys who would be of significant help for your program. Ferrari, right? Have at least two of them start. That's huge. That is big, right? But is it worth it? I don't know. That's kind of difficult to say.
Yeah.
Back to the
And
hot
you lost Chittum for it.
Yeah. Where was Chittum going to fit in? I guess they could have redshirted him and slid him into 57 after this year.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think give Brands a little bit more time. Give him a little bit more time. Because I mean, he just won a title.
Let's say he does retire.
Okay.
Or they push him out, whatever. They give him the
They quote unquote can his ass.
oh, yeah, sure. Who do you
John Smith quote.
who do you see replacing him? Do they go after an alumni like Mark Perry? Or do they kind of look elsewhere for a guy like, I don't know, some names I've heard thrown around are Kerry Colott? Or do you go after a guy like Jordan Burroughs and David Taylor? Younger dudes,
I think you got to go for someone like on that level, though, for sure. And I think they probably would get someone like that.
I can't see anybody within the Nittany Lion Wrestling Club coaching at Iowa.
Why not? What if the money's right?
The money has to be very right. It has to be righter than rain.
What?
The disgust that they have, I don't know.
Disgust?
Maybe I feel like they don't like each other.
Dude, no. I mean, I don't know if they don't have to like each other per se, but like, I've only heard Penn State wrestlers talk bad about one program.
That's Ohio State. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's fair.
They have a genuine disgust for them.
That's fair. I don't know. David Taylor would be crazy Dave, you would instantly launch your program into a stage higher than where you currently are if you got David Taylor as your
See,
coach.
that would be sweet, though.
It
How
would be,
cool would it be for
I would
David
love
Taylor?
I would love it, and then I would be like, yeah. Now, what do you think, Thomas Gilman?
Yeah, no kidding.
That's maybe I'm giving that a lot of merit as far as like because Gilman does not like Iowa, or he's just such a homer for where he currently is.
No, dude, he's sad because he was their guy, and then Spencer Lee came in, and he wasn't their guy anymore. He's petty. He's petty.
He's Tom Petty.
Same thing happened with
The
with
interview.
Ramos, but Ramos made up at least, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. So the
Ramos
first person that came
is
to my
just
mind,
living a life well lived.
and I'm happy for him. I'm very
That's the
happy for him.
best. That's the best kind of revenge right there.
He would probably be a finalist for that job, or at least a candidate for that job.
Probably he's done.
I
He's
think-
done a good job in North Carolina.
Yeah,
All right, I want to know, Bill. Who pick a name?
I think Mark Perry. That's like my initial thought.
Mark
Yeah.
Perry.
I-
Sammy.
Because you're not. I mean, when thinking about, because my mind immediately goes to alumni. Brent Metcalf. That's not going to work, is it?
Why wouldn't it?
I feel like
He's too Tom Brands-ish. Tom Brands-esque.
Would Dresser?
Yeah.
Do you think Dresser would just leave and move across state?
that like
You would he?
I don't know.
Why not?
Oh, you're talking about leave Iowa State for Iowa.
Yes.
I don't know.
Why not? Yeah, I think he would do that.
Look what he's doing
Because
at Iowa
there's-
State in a short amount
There's a
of
lot
time.
of money. There's a lot of money there. You're
You
right.
don't think that Iowa has more money than Iowa State?
No,
No,
that's what I'm
he's-
saying. As
I
Iowa
agree.
has a lot. I think Iowa is they've got the bills. They've got the funding to foot it. But I don't know, because like I do have a short list in my mind of Iowa wrestling alumni who can be coaches, right? So, which is weird because they're such a storied program.
I'd like him.
Maybe I'm just stupid.
I'd like to see Jordan Burroughs get in there, see what he can do with that
Dude.
program.
I mean, yeah, Jordan Burroughs or David Taylor, those are probably the only two names, or maybe Kyle Dake. Like those three would be the only ones I would consider, like the ones who, because they have no coaching experience.
Outside of the alumni system, of course.
Yeah, like who have actual D1 college coaching
Yeah,
experience.
I'm with you on that. I was thinking like Snyder, but no, not Snyder,
Yeah, no.
not Cox, none of the other guys.
Could
So
be,
straight.
could be. You know, I would like to see them get a younger guy in there, but I also know that everyone's kind of like hoping Spencer Lee takes over one day. So it could be an older guy like Kerry Cole out of Mark Perry, and then they bring Spencer in as an assistant and hand it over to him whenever they're ready to retire.
I'd say that's a ways down the line.
I agree.
I hope it is. I hope Spencer Lee wrestles and competes for a very long time, for 10 years. 10 years of Spencer Lee would be nice. 10
100
seasons
years.
of 100 years of Spencer Lee would be
100
Spencer
years, Rick and
Wilson.
Morty.
But a coach that was like, in my mind, I think they should be doing a better job than what they have going on right now. But maybe I'm not giving them enough credit. What's going on at Wisconsin?
Down year.
Is it just this year?
They've been pretty solid, since Bono's gotten there.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he had something magic at South Dakota State, or maybe they just were at a lower point than Wisconsin was, like baseline wise.
The biggest thing people should be concerned with that whole program is the fact that he can't keep a single top recruit from the state of Wisconsin in state. That's insane to me.
Yeah, and like,
And it's
why did
because of
Rowley
it.
leave?
It's because of his relationship with Askren.
He has a bad relationship with Askren.
There was, Askren was the head coach of the RTC for a while there, and then they fired him or whatever. I don't know. There's beef. There's genuine
I didn't
beef.
even know about that. I did not know about that.
There's genuine beef there.
Be
Askren does not like Bono.
Askren didn't like Barry Davis either, though, did he? I
I don't know.
think that's
But here's the deal:
Really?
like he was pretty much just getting AWA off the ground.
Those
Whenever-
the young
towards-
AWA days.
towards the end of Barry's career there.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I guess that's beside the point.
Yeah.
The whole Barry
It's like,
Davis.
you're
thing.
right.
I just thought that was weird that he. Why? How do you not like Barry Davis?
Nah,
How
I
do you
don't
do
know.
it?
The dude's awesome. He's an awesome guy.
Yeah. It's tough argument. You mentioned in-state talent because Wisconsin has so much, right? Just
Yeah.
within Askren Wrestling Academy.
Name the last top recruit they were able to get. It's Eric Barnett.
Right.
Hmm.
And like he's had a good career, but has he moved up? Has he improved?
Guess not.
No.
And Hamity, I'm gonna give Hamity a little bit of a break. 165's got some upper echelon guys at the top right now. David Carr, Keegan O'Toole.
He'll be
soon to
74
Mitch
next year.
Brink. Yeah, fill out that frame. You're freaking long.
Well, he's already wrestled 74 a few times this year, so there was
You're right,
speculation that he was going to move up, but
I'm more than happy to see it.
yeah, I mean,
Wisconsin.
I think Bono. I don't know.
Yeah, time. He's got time.
I think he needs to mend some bridges there and try and get some of those recruits, some of those top recruits out of the state to stay home.
Yeah.
Quit letting them go to Penn State and Missouri.
Give him some time.
I say keep feeding Missouri. I like to see. It's I like Missouri. I think I like Missouri more than Wisconsin at this point.
They're growing on me a little bit. That team.
I think
out in
I've
that
always
state.
liked Mizzou. That's the
There's
only.
a time.
Yeah, Mizzou wrestling. That's it though. No other
There's a team with-
program.
Watch out behind you, Reese. Mom's going to stab you.
Yep.
Whatever, dude. Mizzou's,
Look, she's right there behind you.
Hey, it's just like Michigan. We can hate their football team and love their wrestling.
That's true. It's true, Ryan. You got to give them credit where credit's due.
I don't think Mom would approve of you saying that you love Michigan whatsoever. Or Missouri
Oh.
whatsoever.
I support them.
Speaking of a coaching staff that is worth looking at, Brown has a roster on their coaching staff.
Yeah, they're coming up.
Have you guys? Huh?
They're gonna be coming up here soon.
Dude. Let me pull up their website.
Jordan Lean, he's got it going on.
Dude. They just picked up, what's his name?
Michael Kemmer.
Michael Kemmer. And along with that, Mickey Philippi is their director of operations. I think Ty Walls is on the roster, or is on the coaching staff. And, man, who's the other one?
I thought Walls was at Campbell.
Well, hang on now. Let me make sure that I'm accurate on my information. Yeah, so Jordan Lee, and then 3 assistant coaches: TJ Dudley, Ty Walls, Michael Kemmerer, and then your operations coordinator is Mickey Philippi. That's a squad. That is a great squad right
I
there.
think so. Now you just
For a
gotta
team that can,
Oh, you just gotta-
can come up.
snag some of those recruits that Cornell's getting.
That's gonna
Yeah,
be
take
tough.
those ones.
It's gonna be a tough. That's gonna be a tough thing to do.
That is what I mean, but seriously, that is what you got to do.
Yeah, you gotta tap into the New England area and really get it going, and maybe pick up Pennsylvania kids. Maybe
It'd be nice.
that's the way to do it. All right,
That's a
I think
wrap.
that's all I got.
Wow!
We can wrap it up.
Wow!
What?
My team wrestled pretty well this weekend.
Oh, you want to talk about it?
I would love to. We dominated.
Oh, okay. Tell us.
You don't want to talk
That's
about
right.
my team either?
We can talk about your
We can
team.
talk about your teams, man. You know what? Guys, I have typically started these episodes off by asking you how your weekends went, and I get crickets or I get shut up and leave me alone. Okay?
You didn't ask.
So,
You didn't ask this time though.
because you've been negatively reinforcing me.
That's
So go
just
ahead.
Why
not
would
true. That's just patently
we don't
untrue.
want to talk about it without recording.
Huh.
Tell me how it went.
All right,
Jesse said it himself. He wants more wrestling, more Kansas wrestling.
go ahead, Reese. You go ahead.
Oh, we had the week off.
I knew it. I knew it. That's why I said go ahead.
Great week. Great week for you, huh?
I knew
Great
it.
week for you.
We dominated. Iowa Central Tritons. We dominated. Had our national qualifier, our conference district championships, whatever you want to call it. And I would put all 10 guys on in the top three. Medaled, and they only medaled the top three. So put all 10 guys through. Didn't need any wild card bids to get anyone in. It was a great weekend. 4 champs, 3 runner-ups, 3 third places.
How can I look at this?
Track wrestling.
Oh, what district?
North Central.
Oh, I love it.
Just
Region
just
11?
just type in NJCAA and it's like
Right.
Right
Region
there.
11, right?
sure.
Hell yeah. Well, way to go. Way to go, Iowa Central.
Sarbo got outstanding wrestler. Moffitt got coach of the
Oh,
year. We clean sweep the awards. It was nice.
Let's go.
So we won it at 49, 57, 74, and 84. 84, and the 84 bracket was loaded. Top 4 guys are ranked top 10 in the country. So
That's good. That's good stuff, Ryan.
yeah,
Does
we're
it feel better as a coach, like having a team this good, or as a wrestler? Like, what did you enjoy it more as an athlete or a coach?
I think
Guy-
I think they both have. I enjoyed both. I
Do
enjoyed
you have a
both.
guy on your team named Mike Myers?
Michael,
Oh, so
Mikey Myers.
diplomatic.
It's hard. I mean, it's hard. When I
They're
was
different.
a wrestler, I also wanted to see my teammates succeed, and I have those. It's like a similar feeling as a coach, almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
yeah, I mean, and
You're saying it's just as fun. It's sweet.
it's
what you're
sweet.
saying.
Yes, it's
You're
sweet.
saying Reese sucks to suck, dude. Maybe someday.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? You've
Maybe
coached
one
some,
day I'll
you've
coach a
coached
good
some
team.
you've coached some good teams, haven't you?
No,
Okay.
You coached me at one point. God damn.
that was not a good team.
But I was there.
Yeah, but you had 2 state champs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You had us.
I was happy with that. That was a happy day.
That was a good day.
Yeah.
Well, hell yeah, Ryan. That's good to see for the boys. Good momentum for your. Can't wait for this 3-week break that you get.
It's all right.
3
Won't be
whole
that
weeks.
Be all right.
Be right.
Be all right.
Be right.
Who's your main competition?
Western Wyoming, they're going to be good. Clackamas is good again this year. They had a down year last year, but they're back. Pratt's got a good team. Shout out Ken Kepley.
Pratt's got a good team.
They got a good team this year. They're returning runner-ups from last year, and they returned a lot of points. So they're going to be good. Iowa Western, they got a.
What about
decent team.
NEO?
I don't know about NEO. I don't know. I don't know if NEO is going to be very good this year.
Undecided.
I don't know. Don't know. They had a good national duels. They took third, so
No, we'll see then.
We'll see.
I don't think they had a very good regional tournament on Saturday.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
What's going on here? Is there something I don't know about between you two? Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
What was I gonna say? Crap. I gotta write this stuff down, man.
You're flailing out there.
It's gone. Yep. I'm flailing.
I'm about to get some ice cream.
Shoot, I want some ice cream too. I'll tell you what. So we can wrap this up.
All right.
Get on out of here.
Yeah, we can wrap it up. Play us out, Sam.
Oh, no, wait. I remember it now.
God damn it.
On the note of Kansas people, right? Alias Craig with the upset win over
Alias.
It's Elias.
Elias? Fuck me, right?
Alias.
Elias
Otherwise, his alias is Elias.
He got the upset victory over number 2 in the country, Caden Henschel. So good for
Wow,
him.
that's surprising.
Yeah. I don't remember how he did it, but
How did he get so good? Where's he at?
It's at St. Cloud. He's always been good.
Yep.
Well, I coached Elias Craig back in the day, and let me tell you what.
He liked to have down
He
performances.
was a sweet kid. Let's just leave it at that. Sweet
No,
kid.
I mean, he there was a switch that flipped in between his junior and senior year because he dominated Hayden Mills in the state finals his senior year, which was kind of unexpected. I thought that match was going to be tight, and he dominated him. And ever since then, he's kind of he got to St. Cloud, and he's just been tracking upwards. So
That's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Very impressive.
I believe St. Cloud State smashed UW Parkside by like 15 or 20 points.
Darn.
I think it was a shellacking. I cannot remember though. But yeah, that's all I got. Let's get out of here. Thank you everybody for listening. As always, hope you enjoyed the show. If you did,
Like, subscribe, share. Go check out our Twitter and Instagram pages as well.
Smash.
oh, later.